I try and stay away from the orange bits. Oh, hot, look. Two in there at the same time. Woo! You like that? Do it again. Woo! Shut up, you. This will probably go horribly wrong. Oh! I don't normally do 3-minute flash. There we go! One, 2, 3. What? 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Stop.
Well done.
Round of applause for children, come on. Okay, everybody back this way. Okay, I think James let them win. What do you think? Who says chivalry is dead, huh? It's not good you come into Arbroath and having your children beaten at tug of war. Okay, I reckon we need another night then. Okay, let's go for the smallest knight I possess, just to balance out. I don't want to throw too much in at the beginning. Okay, so the next smallest knight I have... Yeah, you'll do. Okay, remember you've trained for this moment. Yeah? You've been to night school and everything. See what I did at night school, yeah? Yeah. Thank you. A Roman walks into the bar and says, "Can I have 5 pints, please?" Thank you, Sir James. Thank you. Sir James told me that one when we were riding the horses down from Inverness. Okay, so now we have 2 knights measuring in a gargantuan lots versus lots of children. So who thinks the kids are going to win? Oh, they're not so sure this time, are they? Who thinks the knights are going to win? Oh, yeah. Children? Knights! Children? Knights! Give me a countdown. 3! Pull! Stop. Boys, there's chivalry and there's pathetic. Yeah? You let... Go on. Okay, back this way. Okay, 2 more I think this time. This is starting to be a wee bit embarrassing. Okay, you 2 get on there, Sir James. You're going to be the big guns if we need you. Right, I know you don't like to exert yourself on a full stomach and you had a full child earlier on. Oh, we've got an anchorman and everything. Oh, that's chivalrous as well. Sometimes when he loses, he gets in a wee bit of a tiz. Yeah, right, now the odds have been stacked, haven't they, yeah? Okay, so who of you is going to stay firm in the belief of the kids? So who's cheering for the kids? Who's cheering for the 4 medieval knights? Kids! Knights! 3, 2, pull! Stop! Really? That was too easy for them, that's what they're showing. Are you showing? Easy. Okay, bring the rope back up, this is going to be the last pull. So James, I hate to bother you, and I know you've taken this time for your afternoon snooze, prayer, but if you could be so bold as to go onto the rope there, thank you. You've awoken the Leviathan. This is the good Sir James. He is a... Sir James. Sorry. Yeah. I know you want to win, but you need to have faith. Yeah, you need to move your body. Okay. Now we're equalled out again. We've got Sir James on our side. This is one of Robert the Bruce's most trusted lieutenants. This is a man that chases Edward II all the way back to Dunbar. This is Sir James. Look at that beard. That beard alone weighs as much as 4 children. So, who's going to be cheering for the children? Who's cheering for the knights? Children! Knights! 3, Come on, let's hear a cheer, come on! Stop. Stop. What did you say? Eat it. Yeah, it's that Michael Jackson song. Oh no, it's Beat It, isn't it? Okay, so remember guys, I want you all to come and stand in a line here. Stand in a line, drop the rope please, drop the rope. Okay, our friend Hugh here is going to take us through the ritual medieval salute that you show to the losers, okay? Alright?
Okay, well done kids, I'm sure you'll agree that was absolutely easy, but one thing I'll say about here in Scotland, we are also very, very gracious to our defeated opponents. So what we do is, here in Scotland, you all know we have a traditional salute for the people who have just lost at battle or competition. I want you all to raise your right hand like this, your other right hand, son. That's it. Your right hand like this, and then what you do is, you put your thumb and your finger like this, you get back over there. Your thumb like this, and then you put it to your forehead like this, and you point and you... Losers! Losers! Mums and dads, join in! And ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for my kids here!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so if you'd like to reclaim your children, any children left behind, we will take to Inverness and sell them for sheep. Okay, it's a fair exchange, trade, barter system going on up there. Okay, a huge round of applause. These kids come off, please. They did really well.
Word for head, and that's why do people call it a pole arm? It's nothing to do with the shaft. The shaft is not a pole. It's just a half. Pole means the head. Arm to arm crack against the head. It's known as a halberd or a bill hook. Originally used for chopping hedges. Don't bother doing it. Okay, I'm not in the mood for your funny stuff. Chopping hedges, raking up the debris by adding this spike here, sometimes known as the middle finger, believe it or not. The spike here, or the spear, it then becomes an incredible weapon of war. But men like this used it mostly for chopping hedges and chopping grass, etc. You can see he hasn't got any armour on. He's quite a poor person, just an ordinary, common, very simple, very common working person. Well done, that's my laddie, I'm very proud of him. Now go away. Next up. Sorry, what?
In the medieval times as a sound engineer, he coordinated all the drums and the bagpipes.
The bagpipe.
This
is the bagpipes and stuff.
Sticks with bits of rags on it, waving it, pretending to be a second army at Bannerman. Very important. Okay, this is where the term for artillery came from the batteries. Well, in medieval times there would be lots of archers all congregating on Okay, believe his name is Mike. Thank you, over here all day. So for you, those of you who thought Hugh was using telepathy to speak directly into your head, it wasn't. So this is where we have to embrace modernity. Well, when we go back to our medieval villages, we don't have any of this stuff. We won't take our filling as well as horrendous.
Give that boy a round of applause here, eh? There we go. Tell you something, if I was Elvis Presley, I'd have him sacked, okay? I've seen the weather change quicker. Right. As we said, the microphone was one of the most important weapons on the battlefield in the medieval times. Of course, you want to get your point across, use a microphone. Halberd, yeah, Halberd. Next up, we've got Jamie the blacksmith here. Jamie the blacksmith. For all Jamie has been kind of battered about today, we saw Jamie squiring to Sir James Douglas earlier on. Jamie, as a blacksmith, he'd be a vital, and it's a shame to say this, and I don't mean this in the way that some of you are going to laugh at this. He would be a vital tool in the battlefield. Now, I said don't laugh at it, okay? Now, Jamie being a blacksmith, of course, he's there to repair armour, weaponry, etc. But even the blacksmith, he would be very, very fit, he would be very, very wiry. Jamie, of course, turns up. Even though this man is responsible for most of the weapons in the battlefield, Jamie is not, he's still not a knight, even though this is the man that equips him. So Jamie there, he's got his padded Accrington on, and he's got the flanged mace there, you see. Quite a heavy club. This is utterly brutal. It really, really is a terrifying weapon in the battlefield. This really will cave your head in. And the biggest, no mines, I'm the nice looking one, try one of the ugly ones. You've got 4 to pick from. Now, and they all point at one another accusingly. That flange mace here, these knights with the helmets on, that really will do quite a bit of damage, bashing it into their heads. Not so much cutting it wide open, but bashing it into their heads. Well done, Jamie, you've done a great job today. And then, of course, you've got the knights. I said, then, of course, you've got the knights. That's you two. Sorry, were you really discussing what pub you're going to later? Yeah. So you've got the two knights here. Earlier on we were explaining about how Sir James here, he's covered in chain mail, he's got his mail hood on, his coif, the mail shirt. Underneath it there you'll see there's a big long padded coat called the Gambus and the Accrington to absorb the blows. Dave has actually took his mail off from earlier on, he was wearing mail, but you will see he's got the padded tunic. Oh, you've been working out.
A little bit, yeah, I've been eating porridge.
Eating porridge, man, you're very fit, mate. Smokies.
Yeah, and Arbroath for smoky stuff.
Beer, he's in the lot, he's been smoking, he's been working out. He's got his chainmail hood on, again identified by the actual heraldry, the surcoat, and Dave's also carrying a shield here. The shield, not just for defence, not just for taking a blow, that there can also be used to bash your opponent off his feet, use the sides, use the point into the feet, etc. Very, very well done there. So you've got the knights. These are, quite simply, in today's kind of celebrity culture, these are what we would call the rock and roll stars in the battlefield. But it is ordinary, common working people like ourselves that go in and soften up the enemy first. It's simple as that. So the commoners do all the hard work, and then the knights come in and they take all the glory. We don't mind. Why have a dog and bat yourself? Right, just simply because we cannot read it right. Simple as that, okay? So we're going to get into the combats first, okay? You want to this, David?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, medieval warfare. Chroniclers report that some of the chiefs of various places would pit brother against brother. But we don't have that here today, ladies and gentlemen. This is far more tragic. This is father against son. And I'm not talking in a Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader sort of way. I'm talking actual father, actual son. Okay, so here we have Glenn. And here we have, seems to be an incredible amount of pain, Dad. Oh! So we've got the old bull and the young bull. The old bull's going to demonstrate some tried and tested techniques of 700 years ago. The young bull just wants to be loved. So they're using the halberds to great effect, trying to hook him over each other. They've both got the advantage of reach there, both trying for the stabbing and the pushing down. Once he locks that halberd down onto the ground, he can put his foot down and use... The lasses in Dundee can fight better than that. The dad is egging the son on. He's trying to get the rage going. He realises age and experience will always overcome youth. Oh, he's gone down. Who's cheering for Dad? Oh! And that's Dad refusing to accept one day he's going to be a granddad. Doing everything in his power. Well, let's hear a round of applause for Dad. For Hugh there, please. Almost too easy. That felt like an hour, didn't it? Did you let him off that one? Yeah, you don't like to embarrass him. It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it easy, okay? Yeah, just relax. Father and son, people, father and son. So let's hear a round of applause for the two of them, please. Okay, and in no way am I going to stall for time because Hugh there is so unfit, but what we're going to do now is introduce the next strata of society. So there were two of the peasants, especially in the Scottish armies. The lords would come along and they would take the peasants off the land and arm them with whatever came to hand. Okay, we'd then move up the next strata of the medieval society. We'd have men-at-arms. Sometimes men-at-arms could afford chainmail if they had been men-at-arms for a long time. Quite often than not, though, more often than not, they would have these big, thick, padded jackets on. Okay, they're both fighting with the axe. As you said earlier on, the axe is a very, very popular weapon. Okay, it means you can chop trees down all day with it, or you can set to each other. Okay, so what you're seeing Jamie do there is try and hook his axe over the top of the shield to pull it down. He's using all the bits of the axe for defense, hooking the shield over, and then just smacking him on the head. Okay, and then when all else fails in the battlefield, you just kick him. That's it. Okay, there's no rules, there's no chivalry amongst these people. Chivalry is reserved for knights. Well, that was just a mere flesh wound, wasn't it? Apparently not, so. Come on, let's hear a round of applause. You can't imagine how hot this is at this time of day as well. Well done, you're going that way. Just there. That's it. Okay, and I'll hand you across to Hugh.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the one that you've been waiting to see. This is the Knights. These are the rock and roll stars. You can cheer your favourites on here if you've got a favourite, that is. First of all, I'd like to introduce John, who's been playing Sir James Douglas, one of Scotland's most famous sons. Everybody, this is John. And John lives just outside Inverness, way up in the Highlands of Scotland here. John's been doing this a good number of years now. John does take this very seriously here. And next up, we've got Dave, who takes it also very seriously. Dave lives up in Nairn, just also in the Highlands of Scotland here. Dave's been doing it a good number of years as well with the historic Saltire and History Marks Limited. Dave here and John, they're both plumped for hand and a half medieval broadswords. Dave's actually got his shield here, so the John doesn't look as if he needs one. Do you want to see who's supporting who? Yeah. All those who'd like to see John win, give a big cheer. Quite a lot. All those who'd like to see Dave win. That's not bad at all, I'll tell you what we'll do, I think that was about 50-50. What we'll do is, everybody from this man with the red jacket on, where are you from, sir? Here in Arbroath, right, okay. Everybody for this man with the red jacket round this side, all the way up to this man with the blue jacket on, okay? I want all of yous to cheer for John. Let me hear you. Oh, they weren't very good. And everybody for this woman with the really cheap shoes on, sorry, I meant to say the nice trousers on. I want everybody for this lassie. Where are you from, madam? Arbroath, yeah, I was right enough about cheap shoes. Right, everybody for this lassie here, all the way around to that woman there with the black jacket that says something. What does it say? Pro plan. What's that? Cat food. Right, everybody up to the cat lady here with a very fashionable bag. I want you to cheer for Dave. Let me hear it. Oh, I think yours were louder, John. Let me hear John's team.
Hey.
Dave's team. Slightly better. John's team.
Hey.
Dave's team. I think you've got it at the moment, John, alright? Don't be afraid to shout for John. John.
John.
Dave. Brilliant.
Keep going. Might be after us to kill that bloke, correct?
Right. That bloke no cheering for you? Right, okay, we'll get him. Oh, was he kicked? Was you cheering for John, sir? You cheering for John? You go over that side then, give all the help you can get. Or else just stay there and probably get battered by that bunch of crazy lasses in front of you there, alright? Okay, men, don't forget to cheer for your favourites. Off you go! John! Oh. Dave's just got a wee stab in up there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's really difficult without exaggerating. The swords, they're actually waving these swords, it's about 60 to 70 miles an hour. Roughly the tip of the blade is flying towards one another. It doesn't look it from where you are until you're actually up close and personal. It really is quick. Come on, John! I mean, Dave. Yeah, I don't think this crowd want any of them to win. Oh, yes! Oh, and he's giving his sword back. That was very gentlemanly of him. Do you want a hand there? Over here, this way, this way. Here, here. Come on, Dave! 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 Come on, John's team! Oh! He kicked him right in the middles. Oh, he's not giving him his sword back this time. I think John's done it. He's asking him to yield.
What do you think? Should I yield?
No. Should he surrender or should he fight on?
I yield!
He yields. He yields. And John's the winner! Well done, John. You were my favourite there, mate. I always wanted you to win. Well done, Dave. You're my favourite there. I wanted you to win. Oh, he's in the huff. Look at him. He's in a real huff there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is one of these things where the guys, we do practice these. We've all been doing it for, well, Dave, John and myself, we've been doing this about 20 odd years now, just about 20 years plus. Some of the younger guys here, Jamie's been doing it for as long as us. Some of the younger boys have come into it and they've done absolutely tremendous. Arbroath, we've really enjoyed our time here today. Don't go away because the King's Jester's coming back up. He really is absolutely fantastic, a great entertainer. But I'd really like you to show your appreciation for the Knights, the Blacksmith, and of course the Man-at-Arms and the Commoner. Now, as we said, ladies and gentlemen, I think as far as I know, there's still a lot of stuff going on down the town after the Jester. It's just part of the Tartan Days of Scotland, and we would like to thank each and every one of you for taking your time out your Saturday, coming supporting us and what we do as a hobby, what we do for a living, just keeping our heritage alive. We'd also like to thank Angus Council for inviting us here today, and of course the Historic Scotland for hosting us here in the Abbey. But ladies and gentlemen, we know truthfully that this would not be happening if it weren't for people like you coming out to support us. On behalf of Living History Scotland and on behalf of History Matters Limited, we would like to thank you. Now go away. Oh, don't go away, the Jester's coming.
very much, Arbroath. If you want to know what you need to shout once more, that was our last